Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. We are discussing the cancer and we have discussing the several aspects of the cancer. Now, as there are too many anti-cancer drugs and it is very difficult to remember each and all, I am now revising the brief mechanism of the chemotherapeutic agents and brief information regarding these drug substances. एक एक करके मैं सबका बताऊंगी. एक एक वीडियो में मैं चाह रही हूँ एक एक ड्रग जो है वो एक एक क्लास जो है वो अलग अलग डिस्कस करूँ. तो आपकी बहुत सारे कीमोथेरेपी के लेक्चर्स जो है वो गैदर हो रहे हैं. व्हाट इज द असाइनमेंट ऑफ द फाइनल ईयर क्लास? आई वांट कि फिजिकल क्लास स्टार्ट होने से पहले मैं कीमोथेरेपी के जितनी भी बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन है मेरे पास वो मैं आपको लेक्चर्स के जरिए इन्फॉर्म कर दूं. एंड देन इन द फिजिकल क्लास वी विल हैव अ सेशन जिसपे मैं आपसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस करूंगी रिगार्डिंग द ड्रग्स, रिगार्डिंग द डोजेज, रिगार्डिंग द कैलकुलेशन. सो बी प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट एंड इट इज मैंडेटरी फॉर ईच स्टूडेंट्स टू थॉरली गो टू द लेक्चर, थॉरली रीड द चैप्टर एंड ऑल्सो टेक अ नोट्स एंड पॉइंट ऑन अ नोटबुक so that he and she will be able to understand the main pharmacy practice aspect of the chemotherapeutic regimens. This picture is showing the mechanism of action of some anti-cancerous drug. We have the drugs which are either purine and pyrimidine synthesis inhibitors. Purine and pyrimidine antagonists are purine and pyrimidine inhibitors कौन कौन से हैं? 6 mercaptopurine analog is basically a purine antagonist and 5-fluorouracil is a pyrimidine antagonist that inhibits the DTMP synthesis. Deoxythymidine monophosphate and it is basically the analog of the uracil, 5-fluorouracil. It inhibits the incorporation of ribonucleotides in a DNA. While methotrexate inhibits both steps of the purine and pyrimidine synthesis and incorporation of the ribonucleotides in the deoxyribonucleotides, and the example of the drug is the methotrexate. While alkylating agents alter the structure and function of the DNA by interacting with the cross-linking and or fragmenting the DNA. And these are DNA dependent RNA or ultimately proteins required for the cells. Then we have cytibrin which inhibits the DNA chain elongation. जब chain elongate होती है तो cytibrin जो है वो इस chain elongation को terminate करती है. While antibiotic dactinomycin also intercalate with the DNA by disrupting the DNA function. These are the examples of the alkylating agent. We have discussed it. If we talk about the mechanism, we have 3 main mechanisms. One is to stop the synthesis of the building blocks like DNA molecules. Second one is directly damage the nucleus or DNA in the nucleus of the cell. And third one is the effect the synthesis or break down the mitotic spindle. Alkylating agent is basically alkylate the DNA, direct damage the DNA. They form highly reactive carbonamine and they transfer the alkyl group to the nucleophilic site on the DNA basis. जो भी DNA bases attach है in the form of DNA, उनको क्या करता है ये cross link, either they are forming the cross linkages, they are forming the abnormal base pairing, or they may DNA strand breakage. All these are lead to the damages to the RNA and damages to the proteins and decreases the cell proliferation. Talk about the abnormal base pairing. Remember that in normal DNA, usually adenine is paired with thymine and cytosine is paired with the guanine. And in abnormal base pairing, what he will force the DNA, उसमें क्या होगा कि वो जो है उसकी जो सेकेंडरी मैकेनिज्म है उसका जो ऑर्डर है बेसिस का वो चेंज कर देगा. फॉर एग्जांपल ए जो है वो पेयर हो जाएगा सी से. ए ऑलवेज पेयर विथ टी एंड जी ऑलवेज पेयर विथ सी. And if the base pair are erroneously paired with the different types of nitrogen bases, then they may result in the disruption of the cell due to the permanent mutation. G may be paired with T or A may be paired with C. ड्यू टू दिस ऑल्टरेशन जो है मैकेनिज्म जो है वो डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा synthesis का. In this example, there is the inclusion of a drug in a DNA strand, and by this inclusion, it basically cross-link the strands of the DNA, जो further synthesis को जो है inhibit करेगा और normal synthesis को भी inhibit करेगा और already formed DNA को भी inhibit करेगा. कौन सी अल्काइलेटिंग एजेंट ज्यादा यूज होती हैं? दीस आर साइक्लोफॉस्फामाइड, क्लोरोएम्ब्यूसिल एंड बुसल्फान. ठीक है, साइक्लोफॉस्फामाइड जो है वो हमारी क्लासिकल ड्रग है एंड क्लोरोएम्ब्यूसिल एंड बुसल्फान जो है वो अब मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यूज होती है फॉर द लिम्फोइड सीरीज एंड फॉर द माइलॉइड कैंसर or any other type of cancer of epithelial tissues or hair follicle or spermatogenesis. They have the side effects of the nausea, vomiting and diarrhea. Other important toxicity is the bone marrow depression and hemorrhagic cystitis. That will be the fibrosis in case of cyclophosphamide. And there may be amenorrhea, testicular atrophy, aspermia and sterility and the neurotoxicity. While busulfan is an alkyl sulfonate and basically it is meant for the chronic granulocytic leukemia and myeloproliferative disorders. The main adverse effect of the busulfan is mostly the main effect क्या है इसका कि busulfan lungs हो जाता है. ठीक है, लंग्स में एक तो जा नहीं रहा लंग कैंसर में और दूसरा अगर बुसल्फान हम यूज कर रहे हैं तो इट मे कॉज फेटल पल्मोनरी फिब्रोसिस. कभी भी लंग कैंसर में नहीं देंगे और जो है वैसे भी अगर देंगे तो फिर चेस्ट एक्सरे करवाते रहेंगे कि लंग फिब्रोसिस ना हो जाए. देन वी हैव द क्लोरोएम्ब्यूसिल. Chloroambutil is also very effective against the lymphoid malignancy and chronic lymphocytic leukemia हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. And the dose is usually 4 to 10 mg per daily and there is no major side effect. However, it has alopecia, nausea and vomiting just like other alkylating agent. One more important thing is that these agents are administered orally. These drugs are administered orally and have a broader clinical spectrum. What are the other immunosuppressant action? They are also widely used for the treatment of the nephritic syndrome and other symptoms of the rheumatoid arthritis to suppress the normal physiological actions in which the body के अंदर autoimmune reactions हो रहे. Inflammatory cascade को suppress करने के लिए भी these drugs are prescribed. They are known as the radiomimetic drugs. What are radiomimetic drugs? They are producing the synergism with the radiation. Example of nitrogen mustard is mechloroethylene, melphalan, chloroambucil, cyclophosphamide and ifosfamide. Talk about the doses. They are mechloroethylene is very irritated drug. Dose is 0.4 mg per kg. तमाम जितनी भी drugs हैं, they are given on the basis of mg per kg और per meter square according to their body surface area. Body surface area की calculation भी मैं आपको बता दूंगी. अभी हम डोज कैलकुलेट नहीं करें, लेकिन जब हम केस स्टडी करेंगे तो we will calculate the dose as well. Mechloroethylene is mostly present in different types of regimen for the Hodgkin. नोट कर लीजिए MOP, CML and CLL. आप इसकी abbreviations लिखेंगे कि ये stands for which type of anti-cancer drug. MOP का क्या abbreviation है, acronym क्या है, CML का क्या है और CLL का क्या है. नोट करके मुझे आप कमेंट सेक्शन में आंसर बताएं. एडवर्स इफेक्ट्स हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. फॉर दी नाइट्रोजन मस्टर्ड देयर इज बोन मैरो डिप्रेशन एंड एप्लेसिया. सेल्स पे बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्ट पड़ेगा, नीड्स वगैरह की ग्रोथ भी खत्म हो जाएगी एंड देयर विल बी मेंस्ट्रुअल इरेगुलरिटीज. वी हैव दी इस्ट्रामस्टिन. ई से लग रहा है कि कुछ एस्ट्रोजन है एंड इस्ट्रामस्टिन मस्टिन से लग रहा है कि नाइट्रोजन मस्टर्ड है. तो इस्ट्रामस्टिन इज बेसिकली अ कॉन्जुगेट ऑफ एस्ट्राडायोल एंड द अल्काइलेटिंग एजेंट एंड दिस कॉम्बिनेशन बाइंड टू द माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल एसोसिएटेड प्रोटीन ट्यूबुलिन lead to the inhibition of the activity of the microtubules and leading to the arresting of the anaphase. And mainly it has the anti-androgenic effect due to the estradiol components. Generally alkylating agent orally दिए जा सकते हैं, but mechloroethylene is given IV एंड इट इज बिकॉज ओरली बहुत ही इरिटेटिव ड्रग है, ओरल इसलिए नहीं दे सकते. GI अल्सरेशन भी हो सकती है इसलिए, और GI डिस्टर्बेंस हो सकती है, सो इट इज नॉट गिवन ओरली. प्रैक्टिस में अब मीक्लोथामिन इतना ज्यादा यूज नहीं हो रही, इट इज रिप्लेस बाय दी साइक्लोफॉस्फामाइड. Melphalan is a drug of choice for the multiple myeloma. It is less irritative, so it can be given orally. The dose is 0.25 mg per kg and daily for 4 days. And intermittent dosing is repeating after every 4 to 6 weeks according to the need of the cancer patient. And the adverse effects are the bone marrow depression, infections, chances of infection because of the immunosuppressant property. There will be a pancreatitis. सबसे problematic चीज जो है वो pancreas की inflammation है. Their adverse effects are really associated with the nitrogen mustard. However, other जो nitrogen mustard है उनके मुकाबले में इसके adverse effects कम हैं. What is cyclophosphamide? Cyclophosphamide is a product and it is converted into a metabolite which is the aldophosphamide in the liver. You can see that cyclophosphamide and ifosfamide both undergo P450 activation, and this active phosphoramide mustard group is added. That will alkylate the DNA. This is the mechanism that cyclophosphamide is converted into the aldophosphamide, and aldophosphamide is further converted into the compound acrolein, and this acrolein in the kidney is responsible for the hemorrhagic cystitis. This acrolein formation or effect of the acrolein on the kidney will be inhibited by simultaneously administration of the mesna. What is mesna? Mesna is a compound that binds with the acrolein. It's a sulfur compound, and it reduces the inflammation of or reducing the chances of the hemorrhagic cystitis. It mainly reduces the risk of the bleeding from the urinary bladder. Cyclophosphamide is a drug which can be given orally or IV, and it is has immunosuppressive property. Phosphoramide group have the cytotoxic effect, while the acrolein effects are basically responsible for its toxicity. Mesna is given IV. We should also irrigate the bladder with acetylcysteine and also giving the large amount of fluids. इसमें जब आप इसकी IV लाइन लगाएंगे साइक्लोफॉस्फामाइड में, तो ये याद रखेंगे कि इसमें IV फ्लूइड ज्यादा देंगे. Mesna is basically sodium 2-mercaptoethane sulfonate. Both acetylcysteine both contain sulfur hydro group which bind this acrolein and inactivate them. Cyclophosphamide is mainly the part of the MOP regimen, MOPP MOP. MOP में जो है हमारे पास cyclophosphamide जो है वो it's used in the Hodgkin lymphoma. आप लिख लीजिए MOP, MOPP. आप इसके एक्रोनिम बताएंगे in the comment section कि ये क्या है, MOP क्या है. Cyclophosphamide can be used in both conditions, in neoplastic condition and in a non-neoplastic condition. So it is a drug of choice in various type of lymphoma. Check what are the abbreviation ALL. It is the acute lymphocytic leukemia or chronic lymphocytic leukemia, Burkitt leukemia, neuroblastoma, breast cancer, adenocarcinoma of the ovaries, retinoblastoma, and other non-neoplastic conditions are those because of its immunosuppressive action, which is the control of the graft rejection. कोई अगर हमारे पास organ जो है वो हुआ है, ट्रांसफर हुआ है, then for that suppression, for example आज की किडनी जो है वो इम्प्लांट होती है, तो किडनी डोनर हमारे पास होते हैं किडनी पेशेंट के लिए, वहां पे जो रिजेक्शन है ऑर्गन की वो प्रिवेंट की जाती है बाय यूज ऑफ दीस इम्यूनोसप्रेसिव ड्रग्स. रूमेटॉइड आर्थराइटिस के लिए भी है, नेफ्रोटिक सिंड्रोम में भी साइक्लोफॉस्फामाइड यूज होती है. What is nephrotic syndrome? This is a syndrome in which there is excessive amount of protein in the urine, due to which various symptoms of swelling is produced and shown by a person. Swelling of face, ankles, and foamy urine, etc. The main adverse effect of the cyclophosphamide is the hemorrhagic cystitis. हमने अभी डिस्कस किया कि अमाउंट इसमें जो कंपाउंड बनता है उस एक्रोलिन की वजह से जो टॉक्सिसिटी है इसमें हेमोरेजिक सिस्टाइटिस है, दे में बी कॉमन साइड इफेक्ट एलोपेशिया, नॉजिया, वॉमिटिंग एंड SIADH. What is SIADH? Syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone secretions. इसमें excessive secretions हो जाती हैं, due to which several problems occur. What are these? That result in a water retention and low sodium level, and it is also a problematic disease क्योंकि cyclophosphamide भी ऐसे हो सकती है due to damage to the pituitary gland. There may be a hepatic damage. The dose is 2 to 3 mg per kg per day oral or 10 to 15 mg per kg IV every 7 to 10 days. And it can be administered intravenously, IM, IP, intraplurally, intra-articularly or directly into the tumor. बहुत सारे इसके रूट्स हैं जिसके थ्रू ये दे सकते हैं. मोस्ट कॉमन ड्रग है. Then we have ifosfamide. What is the difference between cyclophosphamide and ifosfamide? Is the duration of action of the ifosfamide. It has a longer half-life than the cyclophosphamide. Again, it may cause the hemorrhagic cystitis with severe neurological toxicity. It is indicative for the germ cell testicular tumors and adult sarcomas. If we talk about the chloroambucil is the slowest acting and least toxic alkylating agent. अगर मैं पूछूंगी सबसे कम टॉक्सिक इफेक्ट किसका है, वो है chloroambucil. And mainly it has a selective activity on the lymphoid tissue. Lymphomas में treatment of choice है, especially for the chronic lymphocytic lymphoma में. Dose is 0.1 to 0.2 mg per kg per day and for 3 weeks, then 2 mg daily for maintenance. And then we have thiotepa, and it is chemically triethylene phosphoramide. It does not require to active form and it does not require to form active intermediates. It is basically an intravesicular agent and also can be used superficially for the superficial bladder cancer. Problem is that it can only be given by IV route, and due to this IV route administration, it is highly toxic. The main toxicity is the bone marrow suppression and also the liver toxicity. And due to the bone marrow suppression, there may be anemia, there may be leukopenia, and even the thrombocytopenia. Busulfan had a selectivity regarding the myeloid tissue. We talk about the myeloid. We have two main stem cell lines. That is, one is the lymphoid and the second one is the myeloid. And myeloid series is basically responsible for the production of different types of white blood cells. व्हाइट ब्लड सेल्स की प्रोडक्शन के लिए जरूरी है, तो माइलॉइड कैंसर के लिए स्पेशली क्रॉनिक माइलोजीनस ल्यूकीमिया के में इट इज मोर इफेक्टिव. अगेन जस्ट द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट जो कि आपको याद रहना चाहिए कि बुसल्फान का है वो ये कि बुसल्फान में कॉज दी पल्मोनरी फाइब्रोसिस एज वेल एज वीनो ऑक्लूसिव डिजीज ऑफ द लीवर, hyperuricemia and the sterility. Then we have the nitrosoureas, and the main characteristic feature is that they are highly lipid soluble and easily cross blood-brain barrier. And due to this, they are reserved for the bacterial meningitis or the brain tumors. The dose is 150 to 200 mg per meter square of body surface area every 6 weeks. This is for the carmazine. Two choices are there: carmazine and Nomastin. So it causes the profound bone marrow depression and also useful for the lymphomas and the melanomas. Then we have the antibiotics. However, the mechanism is the alkylating agent. लेकिन वैसे ये they are comes under the antibiotic and mechanism is of alkylating agent. We have dacarbazine. That is useful in the malignant melanoma. स्किन कैंसर में बहुत ज्यादा यूज हो रहा है, जो कि मोस्ट सीवियर टाइप है मेलानोमा, स्किन कैंसर है, उसमें ये इफेक्टिव है. एंड इट बेसिकली इनहिबिट दी RNA एंड प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. देन वी हैव दी temozolomide, which is a newer alkylating agent and they are approved for the malignant glioma. What is glioma? tumor of the brain or spinal cord is called as malignant glioma. Glial cell का जो tumor है, because it again rapidly crosses the blood-brain barrier, इसलिए temozolomide and dacarbazine along with the nitrosourea is effective in the brain cancer. What is the general mechanism of the resistance by the alkylating agent? That is, either there may be a decreased influx of drug, there may be increased production of the nucleophilic substances that are glutathione that may compete with the target DNA for the alkylation, and there may be increased activity of the DNA repair enzymes, or there may be an increased metabolic inactivation of the drugs. Then we have the cisplatin. Is basically a non-cell cycle specific drug administered IV, highly bound to plasma protein, and they cisplatin ये platinum containing drug है, in which there is a tertiary complex, एक जो है वो quaternary complex बना हुआ है. The dose is 20 mg per meter square for 5 days for in a week. 75 to 100 mg per meter square, which is the high dose, was given once in a 4 weeks to treat the ovarian cancer. सबसे ज्यादा जो है वो ovarian cancer में देते हैं. CNS पे penetrate नहीं होता, slowly excreted in urine. Their effect are similar to the alkylating agents, and they are cytotoxic, and they also inhibit the DNA synthesis as well. If we talk about their toxicity, cisplatin is very ototoxic, and they are causing the tinnitus, loss of hearing, and nephrotoxic. Usually to prevent the nephrotoxicity, kidney damage बहुत ज्यादा होता है, क्योंकि platinum containing compound है जाके deposit हो जाते हैं renal tubules में. So it is given as a slow infusion with adequate hydration and the diuretic के साथ देंगे. This is the mechanism of the cisplatin. It enters in the cells and forms highly reactive platinum complexes, and they causing the intra-strand and inter-strand crosslinks. When there is cross-linkage, they are behaving like a alkylating agent. What are the indications? They are used for the testicular carcinoma, they are helpful in the ovarian carcinoma and the solid tumors like lung, esophagus, and the gastric cancers. Emesis is the general problem. Nephrotoxic and neuropathy and ototoxicity is the main problem. For controlling of the nausea, vomiting by the chemotherapeutic drugs, we will discuss it separately. Okay, what will be the pre-medication and post-medication for the cancer patient. However, 5-HT3 antagonist, which is the ondansetron, is given for the emesis. इसका major effect जो है वो उल्टियाँ हैं. Then we have carboplatin, and it is an analog of the cisplatin with a less toxic derivative of the cisplatin. Advantages are that they are less nephrotoxic, and it does not require the strict hydration like cisplatin. It is also less toxic to gut. There will be the less vomiting, and there will be the milder neurotoxicity. There will be the milder ototoxicity. So there is a reason that it is better tolerated, and somewhat it is preferred over the cisplatin. However, the problem is that it is mainly it is bone marrow toxic. Bone marrow पे बहुत problem है, इसलिए thrombocytopenia and leukopenia, bone marrow suppression may occur. Primarily, it is used in the ovarian cancer, just like the cisplatin, or head and neck squamous cell carcinoma. This is all about the mechanism of action of the alkylating agent. Now, then we will discuss the antimetabolites.